constant stimulation drowns out reflection. Bear with me for a second. I didn't think I'd get as drained as I just did from that movement. This is actually something I talked about like 100 episodes ago. And it came again for myself because I recently went to the art museum with my girlfriend for my birthday. And a lot of the art I didn't love, you know what I mean? Not like I didn't love it. It was just like, it wasn't breathtaking for the most part. There were definitely things that were beautiful and you could see the story in it, but there was also things that were just like there, and it's like, how did that get there? Why did that make me think about this message again? Because there was so much going on, there were so many people, there was so much art, there were so many things to look at. I was very overstimulated. But every time I took a moment to actually sit and focus on one piece, or even just focus on my girlfriend and spending time with her, I felt very creative. I felt very inspired, and I felt like I actually had some direction with what I wanted to do next, even at the rest of that day. Not just direction in life. I'm not expecting to always get some sort of epiphany every single time I'm inspired. That's not how it should feel to be inspired. It should just make you feel not motivated per se, but ready for the next task and understanding what that needs to be. And for anybody watching that has an issue with being on their phone too much, hanging out with people too often, never taking time alone, listening to music all the time, never sitting in their own thoughts, never sitting and focusing on one thing. Even if that one thing is not what your goal is, my goal isn't to create art, my goal isn't to be an artist, but my goal is to be creative. And sitting and focusing on one thing, one piece, it inspired me, and I could see the beauty, and I could begin to see the story, and I don't know. I just think that this aligns a lot to what being successful truly takes. And you can do all these other things, like I'm lifting weights, I'm extremely focused on lifting weights. I'm extremely focused on a large multitude of things in my life, but I can still move forward in other things, because whenever I'm doing that one thing, whenever I'm lifting, whenever I'm working on my business, whenever I'm doing anything that is important to myself, I'm giving that all of my attention, and it allows me to be more creative, it allows me to have more free thoughts. And then honestly, you don't have to, focusing on something doesn't require action, it just requires your attention. So if you're trying to sit in your own thoughts and grow as a human being, you don't necessarily have to think about how am I going to grow as a human being, what thoughts do I need to have right now. Just sit in the quiet, sit in the undistracted moments, driving your car, and don't think I have to play music, I have to listen to a podcast. Both of those things can be great for you, and both of those things can be a great release and beneficial when it comes to learning things, especially with podcasts or even like YouTubes like this. But I recommend that you turn off your phone in general, and you just go sit in nature, sit in your vehicle, focus on making dinner, and just let your thoughts freely flow. And I believe that you'll get inspired, motivated, and understand what the next task needs to be in order to achieve your goal. So that's the message. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, have a blessed one.